Okay, hi everyone. We're going to look today at the idea of conditional probability. So something you may have encountered in lower school. So we're just going to look first at the notation. So here it says in the statement, we write the probability of some event X occurring given that some other condition Y has happened, and we write that like this, okay? And you should be able to always read that as the probability of X given Y. So that vertical line, you think of that as just being the word given. Okay, we're going to do two quick examples on this to get the idea of this. So here we've got this example of an octahedral die. So we can think about the sample space for this is just all the numbers between 1 and 8. And we want to find, first of all, the probability of getting a 7, okay? So, very easy, there's obviously 8 options and there's 1 chance there, right? Now, for B, this is where it's different, so it's probability of getting a 7 given that the number is odd. Now, with conditional probability, you always do the given bit first, okay? Given that it's odd. What that means is it's kind of like someone's giving you a clue. They're saying, we're not looking at all the 8 numbers. You're told that it's an odd number. So what this does, it restricts the sample space. So given that it's odd means it must have been a 1, a 3, a 5, or a 7. So from the sample space, there's only 4 options that are odd. Okay, so I'll just underline those if you weren't sure what I mean. So looking at the sample space, these are all the odd numbers, right? So we're told that it's odd. Now, the chance of it being a 7, there's 1 7 there, so it's a 1 in 4 chance. Okay, now in part C, we've got to find the probability of getting a 3 given that it's prime. Okay, we'll just write the answer this time. So we'll do our fraction. We do the given bit first, so given that it's prime. The prime numbers in the list above are 2, 3, 5, and 7. Those are the prime numbers. Remember, 1 is not a prime number. So there's 4 options there. And then from those 4, there's only 1 3. So there's a 1 in 4 chance. Okay, now in D, the probability of getting not a 2, given that the number is less than 4. So I'll start off with that bit, less than 4. So less than 4 means it can be a 1, a 2, or a 3. So I know my fraction is going to be out of 3. Now then I go to the first bit, not a 2. So not a 2, there's those 2 options. 1 and 3 are obviously not 2. So there's 2 options, so 2 out of 3. Now E, probability that's an odd number given that it's 7. So again, you always do the denominator first. So it's a bit of a weird one, this one. Given that it's 7 basically means we're told that the number is 7. Okay, so the sample space now is only 1, okay, because we're told that it's 7. Then from the number 7, how many of those are odd? Well, 1, okay. So in this case, it's certain that that would happen, okay. Right, now we can extend this to the work we've done with Venn diagrams and set notation. So in here in A, we want the probability of A intersection B. Now in our Venn diagram on the right here, the numbers in here are the probabilities. All right? You'll notice if you add all that up, it adds up to 1. Okay? Now we want the probability it is in A and B, which is this bit here, the 0.2, so it's just 0.2. Okay? Now in B, we want the probability it's in A given B. So the minute it's given, I'm going to do a fraction. Okay, so we're told that it's in B, so we need to know how much is in B. Well, how much is in B is these 2 numbers there. So there's 0.5. Okay. Now this is where it's tricky. So we want the probability of A given that it's in B. So we're only looking in B, so we're only looking at these 2 numbers, 0.2 and 0.3, and we say from that 0.2 and 0.3, how much of that is in A? Well, how much is in A is 0.2. Okay, notice we weren't interested in that 0.4 at all. So that's our answer, 0.2 over 0.5, and you can simplify that to 2/5. We don't really like decimals in fractions, so you shouldn't leave it like that. Okay, and then on C, get rid of this. Okay, the probability is in B, given that it's not in A. So let's do the not in A bit first. So you go, how much is not in A? Well, all those three numbers, they're not in... Oh, no, they're not. Oops. Sorry, getting that wrong. So not in A is that one and that one. Okay, just those two. So together that's 0.4. Now we want to find the probability of B, given that it's not in A. So looking at those two numbers that I've circled, I've got to say how much of that is in B. Well, from those two things I've circled, the only thing that's in B is the 0.3. We simplify that, that is 3/4. Okay, now as always with this, you can come and find me and ask any questions if you're not sure, or speak to your teachers. And yeah, good luck with those questions. Okay, thanks guys.